That's a bit loud. Oh, it needs to be a bit too loud for me. I'll do that. But then I'll compensate by doing that. There we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
Play the
slay her.
demo of this.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm gonna go.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Let's go there.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it.
Sorry, I see like my FPS is going on like 288. Just check it. Loud over there. No, there's no. Resync.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
It's not wrong.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Music is very calming.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it. Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
It's gonna kill me, isn't it?
But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
No, how's this? Maybe I'll say it.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Narrate.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
Hey!
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You said how my notifications work. Slow. Are we gonna take the blade? I just take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is
There we go.
place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
And the more important question. Oh wait, why am I typing chat block? Can you hear the fan? I'm just gonna shut up. Can you hear the fan? Okay, I know it looks like Borderlands, but can you hear the fan? Why or in? Okay. That's better than constant. This question is good. Okay, yeah. James showed me the setting. Yeah.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
This is me. This is what I'd say.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Why one name though?
You
Okay.
walk down the stairs
It's
and
Pete.
lock eyes
It's
with the
Pete.
princess. There's a heavy chain
I'll
around
do
her
better
wrist,
tomorrow.
binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
She's giving me that curse inside eye,
Focus
bro.
on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No, not really. I'm gonna go with
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Crooks, my boy.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide.
Manir, do we drop the
after
dagger or do we
to
talk to her? I'm gonna
Maybe she
need
really is a
deciding
monster.
back to it.
Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's like psychological horror, yeah. This is your decision. This is your decision. Do we go for it or do we discuss with her? Okay, I'm gonna go. We're gonna tighten it up.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
It is the only way.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Hey,
So,
hey.
you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We're going for it, Gerard. We're going for it.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction
Oh,
and
yeah.
hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
No. We finished the job, my boy. That's what we
You and
can
the
do.
princess stare at each other, both gasping.
Why not
for
like
breath,
a
equally
record,
exhausted.
like
You
see,
probably
like,
won't make it out of here
fingernails
alive,
on my arm?
but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a
We're
duty
getting
to
cooked, my
state
boy.
the facts of the situation.
It's like a
Honestly,
sword now.
It's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Roughly a mention.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, and you push through the pain,
My word, clients.
falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
She just did.
this was fun.
I said no.
Princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Internal bleeding? Or say kill yourself.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
The
path,
you missed it,
is
so
a
this is the
cabin.
beginning. So it like
And
brings
in
you
the
back to the
basement of
beginning, it
that
seems.
cabin is
I
a
played the
princess.
demo of this, it was like 6 endings. I think it's like a crap ton more now.
You're here to slay her.
But I only played this, I think, like
If you
2-3
don't,
years ago.
It will be the end of the world.
ODC's like a little claw, because you have like claws.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember
So I just
what
died.
happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Do we take our tail and leave? Or do we try and kill it again?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
No, Big Al.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
It's wanker.
We did our best
Said
with the
I must
information
kill
we were given. And we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's deep.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you
So
lived?
it was just a demo before the full release. So the demo had about 6 innings, very quick, very short. So I can't really remember anything. I just remember that I did the ends, but I can't remember them at all. And the demo was before the full game. So then after, it was still when I had my slow laptop. So when I had my slow laptop, it took me like, this game couldn't run on it. I had to go with the full
Enough with the
lowered down
talking.
version.
We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
So I got the demo for free.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. Just be quick about it.